Oh, hello there, welcome to my vlog. My name is Georgina, I am the Honest Vocal Coach. I am also a psychic and I am obsessed with crochet. So that is the things that you are going to see on this channel. I do tutorials from time to time. You also get to see me attempting to cook. So you join me on a Friday afternoon at 1:45 in my shop, which is called Spirit Psychic and Crystal Healing. It's in South Emsall, which is in West Yorkshire, and it's really dead and just quiet. I think I've had 2 people in all day, currently not sold a thing. Now, it's not always like this, but I did discover last year when I first moved into this shop, which would have been October when we opened, that it started well and then it died between November, December, January, and then all of a sudden it got awesome and it really started to build. So knowing this area a little bit more now, I know that the Christmas period's just, it's all about online and less about the shop itself, the physical shop. But we're still here, we're still available for people to come and see us. So it is 1:45 and I haven't filmed anything as yet. Didn't really know what to film today because I'm just sat here. I've put a couple of extra things out that I have made. I'm still working on a very beautiful blanket and it should be finished today. So it'll be on the website soon. It's a lap blanket. It's red and white, but if you look close up, it's got the most beautiful flecks in the red. There is pink flecks, pale blue, and also white. And you can't really see it on here, but it's just a gorgeous colour and it's super soft. So it's going to be a lap blanket, so it'll go from your waist to the ground, so you can sit and watch television with a nice warm, blanket on, or whatever you might be doing. You've got a little lap blanket. So that should be finished today. I've got a couple more rows to do and then sew around the edges, and then it will be available for sale. So because it's Friday afternoon and it's always really quiet in the shop, I'm going to be a bit cheeky. And I am leaving the shop. There's only me here, but Friday afternoon it gets stupid quiet. So I've done all sorts of things, from going live. I tried doing like a knitting sit around thing, that didn't work out. So now what I tend to do is either watch tutorials and learn how to do things, so I'm doing something with my time. And I've been watching tutorials on the Centro knitting machine, and I think I'm going to try and make some slippers. So you'll get to see that happening at some point. I made the snowmen earlier this week. Let me know what you thought of those in the comments. And I've decided I'm going to leave the shop. I'm going to go for a wander up and down the street, and I've got some post. I've always got post, haven't I? I've got some post to take. 2 hats that were purchased by Sandra. A bracelet for Daniel, for Danny. I sent the rest of your order already. But I didn't have the bracelet you wanted, so we sort of rejigged that. And then also Chris has got a mask in here. It's not a Christmas present, I'm pretty sure, so it might be okay for me mentioning what it is. But that's all wrapped up in there. So I'm going to walk down to the post office, and I'm also going to peruse the charity shops. Might go in Home Bargains. I always get it wrong. There's B&M bargains and home bargains, but for some reason my brain wants to say home and bargains, even though it isn't. What else is down there? There is an Aldi, there's charity shops, there's a Key Place, there's Heron Foods, there's Boots. So there's a few bits and pieces. So I'm going to saunter down and see what I can find. I think first stop all the way down to the post office, and then I can look on the shops on my way back. It's quite a long road, but the walk will do me good. I've been sat in the shop for hours. I need more exercise. So, nice walk down here. It's freezing, but not that cold that I need my scarf. So I'm not wearing my scarf today. My hair is super flat, but you know what? It's not a fashion show right now, is it? That's what my mum used to say. It's not a fashion show, is it? Right, so I've been in all the charity shops. There was some yarn in one of them, but there was like £2 a ball. I can get new for that, knowing what kind of wool it is. So yeah, not too much to buy today. I'm now going to finish off with home bargains. I like to have a look at the craft section just out of interest, really. I don't know what I'm having for my tea yet. Simon and Liz will be having pizza, so I might nip into Asda and see what I'm going to have, because I'm not really sure. So I've been into Aldi. I got myself some broccoli and fish pie. It's got haddock in it, cod in it, smoked salmon, or is it just salmon, with, there's something else, king prawns in it. So I thought a fish pie with some broccoli would be lovely. And it's just one, for like one. So I'm just walking back to the shop now. Right, so I got fish pie and broccoli. I'll show you. Back hurts today. Oh, it's not like I've been doing an awful lot for it to hurt as well. It's nice and warm in here though. Heater's still on. Right, so I've got a Gastro by specially selected fish pie, succulent cod, smoked haddock, salmon and king prawns in a creamy parsley sauce, finished with mashed potato and a mature cheddar cheese, a cheddar cheese and crouton topping. The calories are 405 calories and it's just a little dinky portion. So I thought, let's beef it up a bit. We'll have some peas and broccoli. I've got peas at home. Got some more broccoli. Don't know how much I've got at home. But that looks nice. I know it's a ready meal type thing, but it looks quite tasty, so we shall give it a try later on. So I'll carry on with me blanket, finish the blanket, I think. So I was just surfing the internet like you do, looking at places that I can sell my handmade crochet and knitted stuff. And there's a few different sites. Oh, door. Hello.
Excuse me, when do you close?
Closed at 4 o'clock today. Are you looking for anything specific today?
Yeah, do you know where that watch has gone from here? About a week ago.
Oh, it's been sold. It's gone.
Oh, it's been sold.
Is it gone? Oh. Right, so as I was saying, some customers just came in. A watch that's been sold. Well, if you don't buy it when it's there, that's what happens. Right, so as I was saying, I was just on the internet looking at places that I can sell my crochet and knitted things. I'm already on Amazon Handmade, but I get a sale every like once in a blue moon. And there's a few other websites that I could be on, but it's just a whole load of hassle to set them back up again, and you know, is it gonna work and that kind of thing. Especially because they're new items. So you've got Vinted and Depop, that's out really. eBay I'm already on. I have my own website, and I have TikTok shop as well. But I was just looking about as you do, and I wondered if I log into my Etsy, I'll have a look and see what's going on in there. Anyway, the link at the top had changed. It said I can appeal again, and there's like questions like, if you were let back on again, what would you change, and stuff like that. Now I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know that after a length of time you could be reconsidered to come back on. Now, I don't know if it'll go anywhere, whether, whether my appeal, because I've appealed already, is done and you can't appeal again. But it didn't say that I couldn't. So I've appealed again. I've said I'd like to change my Etsy to just crochet and knit, so I wouldn't be able to put the crystals on there and any other sort of commercial stuff, because obviously crystals is a tricky one. It's technically not handmade, it's made by the earth. So how do you get around that one? That's a tough one. And then with the other stuff like incense and stuff like that, they're all made by other companies, so I can't really sell certain things like that anyway. But crochet and hand knit I can absolutely do. So I thought, do you know what, I'll appeal and we'll see what happens. See if they'll let me back on again. If they do let me back on again, it'll be a lovely place to have my crochet and my knitting, and it'll just be another platform for me to put stuff on, because Etsy used to work really well for me. It did. It was a nice platform. There's some issues with it, like every platform, but it worked all right. I know that there's this new thing that's just come in this month, which I don't fully know about, which I'll have to look at, to do with sending things abroad, selling in the EU. I don't quite know what that is. So I don't know in terms of how Etsy are getting around that, what we have to do and things, but I'm sure I'd figure that out if I was accepted. So I guess we'll see. Will they let me back on or won't they? Because it's a while now since it happened, and they banned me. They threw me off. So I guess we'll see. I've changed the profile name. It's now Spirit Crochet and Knit. I tried Spirit Handmade, but that was already taken, so I went for Crochet and Knit. Just changed the pictures for now. Tried to delete all of the items, but you can only delete them one at a time. That's going to take forever. So I guess if they were to put me back on again, I could just then delete all of them, because it won't let me access them all. But hopefully I'd be able to delete them. And I'm wondering if my Shopify will connect, because there are integrations on Shopify, that's how I get onto eBay and TikTok. I integrate. So I'm wondering if that's a thing, because you can pick what products get integrated, and I'll just pick the crochet and the knitting and throw it over to Etsy, so I don't have to relist everything. So I guess we'll see. I'm getting all wrapped up here trying to get this yarn out of this ball. So we're nearly there. I just want it long enough so you can put it on your knees. It kind of goes down to your ankles. Oh, it's about there actually. It's about there. Ooh. Let's do white, red, and then we'll go all the way around with a border, I think. Yeah, let's do that. And then this one will be finished. What time is it now? 3:30. So the boys have just got their hats today, my two nephews. They look so happy. Oh my goodness. Made my day. Right, I've got my light on, Alex. Alex is up here. Lights up here. Forgot to carry it around with me this week, so hopefully it'll make it a bit better, because it's just a bit too dim in this house. So I've got home, as you can figure out. I've just got in. Simon was hoovering when I got in. Always good when someone else is hoovering. But apparently he's got me something, so I have to open it on camera because he wants to see my face.
Content.
Alfie's having a bath. Right. It feels... Oh, I know what it is. It feels like eggs. And because that's got some kind of beak on it, I think it's like a duck or a chicken with eggs in it. Shall we see? Oh my god, look at that! A duck with eggs. It is a duck with eggs, I was right. So we've got... What are you after? You after the broccoli? You can't have the broccoli. So there is Picasso Jasper in here. Fossil Jasper. This is really good. Where did you get this from?
Featherstone shop.
This is great. That'll go down well in the shop, that. as a little display item. So there we are, a duck with eggs. That's really good.
So how much would you pay for that sort of item?
Well, these eggs, they actually sell for £10 each. I know. What did you pay for the whole lot?
£7.
£7 for all of that, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 eggs.
I got the duck free.
And you got the free duck.
Pound an egg.
Isn't that good? Right, so while I'm here, I've got some post that I want to open. Put this over here. The camera's working fine again now. Seems to have settled down, it's happy. So I've got some yarn, surprise, surprise. This, I think, was something I wanted, but they didn't have it. So I've ended up with something else. So I don't actually know what colour it's going to be. I wanted orange, but they didn't have orange left. I've never had Karen cakes before. It's an American brand, it's Karen. And, ooh, look at that. I wanted the orange ones, but they didn't have any orange left. So I'll show you. It's a Karen Yarn Inspirations cinnamon swirl cakes. Look at the colours of that. And I've got 3 of them. And they're, is it 200 grams each? Oh, they're more than 200 grams, they're 227 grams each. So that's a lot of yarn. Imagine the glorious cardigan or something that I can make out of that. So this is called, I don't know the colour, I can't find it. Oh, I don't know. It just has lots of lot numbers. I don't know, I'm afraid. It's cinnamon swirl cakes though, so I don't know the actual colour. But yeah, I've got 3 of those. And then in this bag, I've been making a blanket, which you might have seen. I really, really liked the wool. And I'd used brown before to make a cowley hood thing. And the red I've had since I went away to Lancaster right near the beginning of the year. And I've never used it. Anyway, I thought I'd try it out, and it's so soft and so luscious. I thought I'd love to make a jumper out of that. So I went online and I found that they do an orange. No, I was looking for orange, as well as the red. So I'll show you. They're massive. So these are 200 gram balls each. I've got this gorgeous pebble red, which I'm currently using for a blanket, and also this gorgeous orange. I think the orange is fabulous. I think that could make a really nice jumper or cardigan or something. It's got a bit more of other colours in it than I expected. I thought it would be more orangey. It's got a bit more brown in that, I thought. So I've got one of these in the shop, but it's got more dark colours in. But to be quite honest, it doesn't look an awful lot different to what I've got in the shop, but it's still a gorgeous colour. So there we are. So we've got pebble red, pebble in the orange, Alfie Barkin, Yarn Inspirations, Karen Cakes, which comes from America. You can't get it over here, so I've had to find a company who's already got it into the UK and bought it from them. But look at those colours. Ooh, what am I going to make with that? Right, I think I'll keep the plastic bags. I like to recycle and use them. So if you ever get an order from me and it's a bag that's already been used, I like to recycle. These are massive. Where am I going to put these? So you'll have to let me know if the lights helped any. It just feels really bright right now. So I'm going to leave those bags there so I can use them later. Now they're having pizza, so I'm going to get my dinner on now, I think. Because I'll probably want to just chill out for the evening. So I'm going to find out how to cook this fish pie. So I'm not only carrying the camera, I'm also carrying my little light with me. We can turn it so it's not quite so stupid bright. This was in a previous video. I've shown how this, where I bought this from and stuff. There we are. It looks a bit stark, doesn't it? But there we are. That's slightly better. Right, so I've got my broccoli. I'm going to put a whole load of broccoli and peas in my steamer. And my fish pie serves one 405 calories. It's so small. You know, the older you get, the more you just don't have patience for this kind of thing. I can't read any of that. Recycle the sleeve. Tray is recyclable. Nutrition directions. It's so small. Oh my god. Fan oven for 25 minutes. If it's frozen, 55 minutes. Can you microwave it? I just can't read it, it's too small. So we're going to oven it, which seems a lot really, but we're going to put it in the oven. I think you can put it in like this, but pierce the lid. I can't flip and read it, it's that tiny, so I don't really know. For best results, cook from chilled. If appliances vary from the guide, blah de blah, blah de blah. It's just tiny, it's tiny. Right, let's get the oven on. Now I've no idea where I'm going to put this stuff now. So, swirly cakes. Let's put them in there. Look how big they are. They're massive. They look so nice. I could make a card out of them. There's enough there. Right, where am I going to put these other ones? No room. Didn't think this through, did I? I've got no room. I tell you what, I'll just throw them on top for now and then we can figure out where to put them after that. They might slot in there somehow. I'm not obsessed with the yarn, honest. That one's getting a bit longer, look. We're getting there. There's a bit more though, and the ends of the sleeves doing. That is fabulous, isn't it? Oh, it's nice thickness as well. Really nice. It's almost like an Aran weight. I did a tutorial last night of how to make a draft excluder, but it didn't turn out all that well, so I don't know whether I'm going to use it or not. Yeah, the ends look a bit... I may have gone a little bit overboard with the broccoli, but there we are. That looks super tasty! Right, it's now 5 to 7. Really enjoyed my dinner, but it was proper filling, so I think I've got to remember not too much food because it just blew me up. I've got a cup of tea over here, and I've just been watching Jingle All the Way downstairs. What a terrible old film that one is. I have finished the blanket apart from sewing in the ends, but it's lovely. Nice. Oh, she's talking. Shush. A nice lap blanket, red and white. Simon said, why did you go for the white? Because I thought that the red needed breaking up a little bit. So I went for white and red. Quite like it. It's very soft. So I am going to, while editing this there vlog, sew in all my ends. Oh. One of them jobs that you gotta do, I suppose. So I'm going to sign off for today. Tomorrow I don't have any plans, or Sunday. So hopefully I'll have plenty to vlog about. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, loves.
Bye.